Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about writing prompts for poetry. I feel like a lot of people are really good poets and they just don't always have the most ideas. And honestly, I've Googled poetry prompts before, and while some of them are really good, I have found a lot of lists that just have singular words, which I found really frustrating because I was like, dude, this is not really helpful to write like ocean as a prompt. Anyways, I try to be more open-ended, I just try to do some prompts you might actually use. If you use these prompts, I would love to read your stuff. I use a lot in my writing I usually use it multiple chapters in a book too, is I'll title this period of my life. So like Clover season, Iris season, my little dark age, different things you can use that are like this era right now is called this. And then kind of going into as like why is it called my little dark age, why is it Iris season, and I included themes of like these are specific objects or themes like lessons, morals, themes, things I'm thinking about a lot, people I'm talking to, just really trying to capture the moment, kind of like a photo album, just like this is life today. So what I like to do a lot is to write a letter to my past self, and this can be to my 8-year-old self, this could be to my 15-year-old self, this could be to me 2 weeks ago, you could write it to when this bad thing happened, here's what I wish I could tell myself. Or when I was annoyed about this stupid problem that doesn't matter, here's what I wish I could have told myself, or here's what I wish I would have done or hadn't have done. Like, there are a lot of different ways to look at it, but I think like writing letters like that can kind of be healing for your own internal stuff. Low-key, it's kind of therapeutic, but it could also, like, if there's a reader, because you don't have to have readers, you don't have to show anyone, but if there's a reader and who is going through specific pain XYZ and they read that letter, it could actually help them a lot or help them feel less alone. But basically, a lot of people have an internal safe space or like a mind palace, which is such an amazing word, by the way. Like, I'm gonna go into the mind palace. And it's like when, I don't know, say something upsetting around them is happening or they're bored on public transport, they'll kind of go into the treehouse inside their brain, just their imaginary safe space. So if you already have one of those, write about it. I always love hearing about the kind of lore about the mind palace, honestly. And if you don't, like, you can write about making one. So for me, I wrote about my like imaginary author life and like my imaginary author store and house, where I was like at the bottom with like a bookstore that had my books, and obviously the store sells stuffed animals. And then on top was like my house, and I had like all these cool paintings and things like that. And so it's just like to write about a dream location, basically. Okay, so for this next one, I feel like everyone likes music, everyone has their favorite band and their favorite whatever. So take that and use it. For me, how I've used it is I'll listen to a song like thousands of times, actually, and I'll listen to the lyrics, I'll read the lyrics, and I'll think about them, and it's like, what story is this telling in my mind? Because obviously, I don't know, but I can make assumptions about what I think it's about or kind of create a storyline and then write it based on that. I have a couple of chapters where the title is just the title of the song, and then I read the lyrics and I really thought about them and I put them in the titles of each. So I realized that I low-key did just diss this in the title, I mean in the intro. But anyways, I just realized that. I like to do this prompt called dictionary poetry, and it's where I get words from the dictionary. I might pick my favorite word, or usually I'll just like go through the dictionary page by page, and write based off of that. It kind of helps me get new ideas. So for abandon, I wrote about a belief that I was trying to abandon. Just taking, not necessarily using the word in the poem, because like some of those words are big and I don't know how to use them, but using them as the concept for the poem or as part of the concept. That the camera audio doesn't cut out, because that's getting really annoying. Anyways, I like to use the prompt House of a Mind, which represents me writing about myself in a non-self-deprecating way, as if I were a house. So I would write about the outside of the house as how how I think I seem to strangers, how I think like really distinct facts about me, um, or like distinct things about me. And then the living room is typically like what I show people, the things I like to highlight about myself, the kind of connections I have with people when I don't know them that well. The bathroom is like the things I keep hidden because it's the fucking bathroom, and if your bathroom's not hidden, you're probably pretty weird. And then the kitchen, food, obviously, because like fucking food in the kitchen. And then also like really tight connections. Like if I really trust you, what do you see? What do I show you? The bedroom is obviously just myself at my core, fun. And then the front porch has represented like spiritual concepts, like my connection with my higher power or my belief in all. Okay, so this next one is to think of someone that you wish you could say something to, so someone you hate or someone you love but you might not have the right words for it, or someone you have mixed feelings about, or someone you want to get a message to but for some reason you can't. Write them a letter and don't send it. Like, I love writing letters, like little poems, and then never sending them. It helps kind of put those thoughts in order, give those thoughts a place to be. The last prompt I would use is to write as if you were someone else. This is pretty open-ended because there are a lot of people on the planet. I think it's like 8 or 9 billion. Anyways, I've done this in I've done this in a lot of ways, but 2 ways I've done this are, I really like the TV show Heartstopper. I think Charlie Spring and Nick Nelson could hit me with a car and I would be super happy about it. Anyways, I like to write as if I am Charlie, or using Charlie as a character. And the thing is, it usually tangents to being completely unrelated to the TV show. It completely tangents. But then it's my own story. And if it's not, then it's a cute little Heartstopper poem, and who doesn't want that? Something more serious and a little personal about me, oh my god, is I'm an addict in recovery. I don't really know what it's like to deal with addicts, as the people in my life have to deal with me, or had to deal with me because I'm sober now. So I write about as if I was those people who had to deal with the addict, who had to live with that. That's all I have for today. If you use these prompts, please tell me. I would be so happy. And yeah, have a good day.